What's going on, you degenerates of the lesser internet? Welcome back to my living room and gaming channel, where I hope you will follow me on a journey of debauchery and madness as we discover gaming together. Sponsored by fucking... Ain't no one's sponsoring me. I got one in the email for my business reply mail. For the first time, didn't respond to them back. A little afraid to. Anyway, today is what I'm calling day 5 of E3. Started rolling out my E3 videos, kind of giving my 2 cents on it all, and it's been a ride. Hey, doo-doo, what are you doing? Are you getting the shrimp? You better not be doing your claws on there. Don't even think about that, boy. Kidding me? No one listens to me anyway. No one listens. Well, yesterday was, and the day before too, was more of a big, giant, ranting style video. I know I say this every time. But I'm going to do this a little bit differently. I'm going to chop this up into 2 segments. I'm not going to talk forever. I'm just going to give you the important stuff, because honestly, I'm tired of talking about this stupid shit. I really am. I'm very opinionated, and I get long-winded, and maybe that's why you like hearing me. Yeah, but that don't mean I like it. Feeling better. My depression was acting up past couple of days. Or you could say, my bipolar's acting up today. Depends. What the hell is that on the... Oh. You see my fucking flip-flops that have been sitting there the last couple of days? Last couple of videos? Alright, let's start with Ubisoft. Put that over there for now. Ubisoft. Oh, my last video, too. It happens sometimes. Every once in a while, it happens, and I don't know, something gets fucked up, and my video gets out of sync with the audio. Don't know why. When that happens, just... You know, I'm very sorry, but I'm not spending another 3 hours. Like, an hour-and-a-half video is like double that, the time it takes to process. I started hit process and went to bed, and then uploaded the video in the morning. I was like, no! Fuck me. So anyway, wife left her glasses out here. So anyway, let me, God damn, are these broken? Is her head getting big? Damn, I can't see anything. Jesus Christ. Oh. Anyway, did I say Ubisoft? Let's start with Ubisoft. So today we had, man, it was a busy day. I got my schedule here. So today at 10, was it? Yeah, 10 a.m. we got the PC gaming show. I'm not going to talk about that. I'm not going to include it in here. It was pretty... It was cringy. It wasn't the worst show. They showed a fair amount of games. Most of them were games we already knew about, or games already out. The PC community does weird shit. He really wants me to play with him. You want me to throw the shrimp? We got a shrimp. Look at the shrimp. You want it? Go get it. Get the shrimp. I can't do this. I'm trying to do a video. Bring it on over. Or not. If he comes over here again, I have to call Stacy. I can't get up and do it myself because I got no pants on. Well, I could stop the video and start it up again. So, I mean, I know. We start with that PC gaming show, and I don't know, I just didn't... The PC audience is so weird. It was just a bunch of cartoon shooters and co-op games and games as a service, just over and over again. What happened to the MMORPG crowd? What happened to the real-time strategy motherfuckers? Where are you guys, PC gamers? Where are you? What happened to you guys?
What happened? Did your balls drop off?
I don't understand. I don't understand, but it wasn't my kind of show. They had some cool stuff on there. Like I got all my lists and shit. I'll show you a little preview. Here is page 1 of my most anticipated games. I wrote down all the good ones I'm excited for. Look at that shit. All the good ones. 20 per lane. That's 60 games here. And I got a page 2. Probably coming out tomorrow from Nintendo. But I got to narrow this list down, and I'm going to do a second most anticipated games list. It's going to be hard, because I got to make some cuts, and all these games look good. You know, coming out of that show, we got, where we go? Oh, Val Ferris looked fucking cool. Per Aspera looked cool. Griftlands, that's actually from Klee Entertainment. They did Mark of the Ninja. I just played and beat that game, the remastered version this month. Great fucking game. And then we got what is that? The Stormmancer? The Starmancer by Chucklefish. Chucklefish did another one that I played and beat, Wargroove. I beat that at the tail end of last month. Another great game. So I'm looking forward to those. But other than that, like, there wasn't much else to say. I guess I just talked about the important things, and that's kind of my theme this time. So we got that, and then we had the limited run games showcase. That was just a digital event similar to Devolver Digital, except instead of comedy, because they weren't funny, they just showed off some games that they're going to do physical games for the PlayStation Vita. It was just a Japanese jerk fest coming out for the PlayStation and Nintendo Switch. It's really weird that they just, we're not going to do an Xbox version, so whatever, fuck them. You hear that? Airplane. I live right in the path of an airport. You can't hear it ever because I got the windows shut, but I got the windows open today. It's hot. It's hot. And Stacy's making dinner, so when dinner's done, I gotta turn the video off. I gotta turn off the camera. But, so we had the limited run thing. And then we had Ubisoft showing. Then we had the Kinda Funny showcase. I didn't watch that one. I was just going to pick up the highlights and watch it later. I don't think they announced anything new. They might have. They might have announced 1 or 2 new games. I don't know. Don't hold me to that. I don't plan on doing a video on it. But I'm sure I will squeeze in a couple of those indie games that are coming in my games list. One of them, Bloodroots. I mentioned that in a previous video. That game looks cool. So I'm sure I will talk about the games, but I'm not going to report on the Kinda Funny showcase either. Damn, Tim Geddes is fatter than fucking Greg Miller. Where you at, pimpin'? What happened? What fucking happened? And then the Square-Enix showcase, which was actually pretty good. Not as good as the Microsoft one, but it wasn't a shit show like all the others. So let's get down to Ubisoft. Ubisoft, I'm just going to list right here all the new shit that they fucking did. We got the Watch Dogs 3 trailer, Mythic Quest, Ghost Recon, Rainbow Six Quarantine, Uplay Plus, and Gods and Monsters. They showed off more of Watch Dogs 3 or Watch Dogs Legion. Then they showed something called Mythic Quest. It's a TV show. I'll talk more about that. They showed more Ghost Recon Breakpoint. They actually had the actor, I don't know his fucking name, the little shorty, the Punisher. They actually had him come out on stage, Keanu Reeves style, except they weren't anywhere near as excited for him as they were Keanu Reeves. He came out and he talked a little bit about it, and they showed another clip, and that's about it. They didn't really show much. Then they announced Rainbow Six Quarantine. I'll talk a little bit more about that in depth. Uplay Plus, which is just their premium version, kind of like Origins, like premium or something like that. It's their more premium. They're copying the rest. They're doing their own Game Pass. They're doing their own EA Access thing with the Uplay. So whatever. I think they announced something else. I don't remember. I don't care about. And then they announced Gods and Monsters. I'll talk a little bit about that. So I'm just gonna not talk about the shit I'm not really interested in and just focus on the cool stuff. So let's start with Watch Dogs Legion. Watch Dogs Legion actually looked pretty fucking cool. It actually looked fucking cool. I have yet to show my wife. Me and my wife both. Oh, funny story. I was at the I was at the grocery store today, and in front of me in the lane was a friend of mine I haven't seen for a little bit. I was gonna say what's up by smacking him super hard in the ass right in front of her, just like, oh, hey buddy, what's going on? And as I was moving in for the kill, I realized it wasn't him. I was like, abort. And he kind of looked over like, what is this guy all up on my shit for? And I was like, hi. I almost fucking sexually assaulted a Muslim in the grocery store. I'm sorry. I thought you were my friend. I don't think that would have flown very well. But, whoops, I didn't do it. I aborted in time. It looked just like him, though. It really did. I haven't seen him for a couple of weeks now. And I know he's kind of in the area. I should give him a call, but almost, man. Almost. I just felt the need to share that real quick. I'm sorry, whoever you are. You almost got it. Wouldn't it be crazy if he was like a subscriber of mine? Right? And he's like, well, not a subscriber, but just like someone coming across. He's like, hey, that was that fucking weirdo behind me in the supermarket today. And he's like, really? He almost fucking groped me and shit? And then we saw someone who kind of looked like his dad behind us as we were checking out. My wife goes, hey, look, there's his dad. Maybe you could go over there and say hi and give him a hand job real quick. Fuck you. Fuck you. Anyway, Watch Dogs Legion. I will say this, though. They should have had the E in Legion a 3. A backwards 3. Just saying. Missed opportunity. This new Watch Dogs look really cool. She hasn't played it yet. She hasn't seen the new trailer, I mean. But we both played through the first game, really liked it. We liked the character. The second one fell apart. The second one was just a mindless, empty, open world with tons of stupid fucking minigames, and the characters sucked. I couldn't finish it. I played about 4 or 5 hours, and I was like, I'm not doing this. But this new one looks really cool. It looks really fucking cool. They took... The theme is you could play as anyone. You could straight up recruit any NPC in the game to your team and play as them. They took the idea behind State of Decay and they put that into Watch Dogs and turned it up to 11, like to the extreme. You could recruit anyone. Every NPC in the game apparently is recruitable. It's not just select people. And you could recruit anyone, and they each have their own individual stats. You could like scout out beforehand. And when you die, there's permadeath. You're not any one character. I think that looks really cool, and it's in a really cool world. It's actually in the future, not just a year or two, but like in a dystopian future. I think it looks badass. I really do. So Watch Dogs 3, I'm going to give that a chance. I'm excited for that. The Mythic Quest thing, that's not a game. It's a TV show made by one of the guys from the It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia dudes. They're doing another like Big Bang Theory style geek nerdum show, but it's going to be them, and it's about video game development. I don't know, it was really confusing, but apparently they're working with Ubisoft, and that's why they announced it on stage. I don't know, it was completely disconnected. Oh, I didn't write this down, but they did another Just Dance. They got the bear. It was stupid. I don't care about Just Dance. Nobody's watching E3 to watch Just Dance. Literally no one gave a shit about it. And then I talked about Ghost Recon Breakpoint, just another trailer. Then they announced Rainbow Six Quarantine. It is a Rainbow Six Siege spin-off. It's not an expansion. I'm sure it started off as one, but it's not an expansion. It's not free DLC. It's not Rainbow Six Siege at all. It's a whole new game. It's a whole new 3 versus the environment type of shadeal. And that's not really my thing. It's not really my thing at all. Played a little bit of Rainbow Six back in the day, But there's Ghost Recon, and there's Splinter Cell, and there's a couple other like Tom Clancy franchises that I'm more into. Rainbow Six has never been something I'm really that into. That Rainbow Six Patriots, that is probably never going to be made. I think they canceled it. That demo they showed a long time ago when they were up on the bridge, it looked like a tactical shooter. Like, that looked like a cool game. Like, a good single-player game looks cool, but I think Rainbow Six is just lost to me. It's just not something I like. It's just not for me, and pretty sure if you like Rainbow Six and you're a fan of the series and you're a big fan of Siege, this is going to be right up your alley. But it just wasn't a thing for me. Honestly, it looked a lot like that that Escape multiplayer mode from Gears 5 or something like that. Yeah, that shit's just not for me. But new game, Rainbow Six Quarantine. Uplay Plus, mentioned that already. And the last thing that I wanted to talk about is Gods and Monsters. It's essentially an Assassin's Creed game made by the Assassin's Creed team, except it is not based in history whatsoever. They've been constricted to historical events in all of their games. They mentioned this, and they wanted to make something completely free of that with their own imagination, and they have Gods and Monsters. Now, they didn't show off very much. It was a cinematic trailer, I think. Very beautiful. The color palette is beautiful. It looked good. The enemies and shit, and the art direction, the characters looked a little cartoony, but I'm willing to give it a chance. It does look cool. If it's essentially, you know, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, but it's got this color palette that's similar to like a game like Rime or something from Tequila Works, and it's just completely like mythological, and they're doing their own thing, I'm all about that. I'm gonna give that a look. I think it looks like it has potential in the least. I didn't think it was all that super cool looking, but at least it has potential. We didn't see any Beyond Good and Evil 2. There was no new Splinter Cell. Oh, that's not true. There's a lot of shit I didn't write down in here because I just didn't care to talk about it. Another mobile game, you know how I feel about that. I talked about that late into both Microsoft and Bethesda and everybody else. They showed off a new mobile game, and we're getting Sam Fisher in that one. Yay. Yeah, that's about it. They didn't really show off anything worth mentioning. Watch Dogs look cool. I'm excited for Ghost Recon, but that's nothing new that we've seen. We got some release dates for a couple of these. I didn't bother writing them down, but yeah, overall it was an underwhelming show, and I don't really have all that much to say about it. On to Square-Enix. I have a little bit more to say about that. See, I told you, I promised that this video would be shorter. Time skip! What's going on? Welcome back. Oh, it was just way too fucking hot. Stacy was cooking dinner. She's making salsa verde and green chili enchiladas. Very good. But the whole house was heating up. And I couldn't fucking do it. I was like, I'm going to stop right here. So, I'm all nice and full. Let's continue. And hopefully we will keep this short. But not if I keep yapping and telling stupid stories. Alright. Where were we? Where did it go? I'm throwing shit everywhere. Ah! Here we go. I got the right one. Man, I can't do shit unless I write it down. What were we talking about again? The Ubisoft? Alright, where's Ubisoft? Alright, Watch Dogs Legion. They should have put the 3... No, I'm just playing. I know I already said that shit. I already fucking know. Kidding. Just fucking kidding. Christ. Oh! I forgot to give a shout out. You thought I forgot, didn't you? You thought I fucking forgot. Chewy Dude 11. Let's give Chewy Dude 11 a shout out. Yay! For being such a good sport. He told me to change my intro. You know what's coming next. Telling me to change my intro. I like my intro. What did I say? Told me to change my intro. I said, you know, it represents me and my channel. It's slightly offensive, it's scary, it's loud, and it's obnoxious. It's kind of a a deterrent. If you could make it through it, you could make it through the rest of my video. But no, seriously though, Chewy Dude 11, give him a shout out. He's a new YouTuber. I don't know how well I'm going to do. I don't know if I'm actually going to help the guy at all. I'm looking at his channel here. He's got a whopping 2 subscribers. I remember when I was like that, man. I remember. He's just doing his own stuff. The latest video he did was 5 days ago. The first video, it looks like, was a month ago. You gotta just keep with it, dude. You gotta. I started making content. I've been doing this for a little over a year now, and I only have 200. About a month or so back, I got an explosion. I was at like 75. I went from 75 to 300 overnight. Overnight. Somebody shared my video, and then it was off to the races. And then, since then, you know, I lost literally 100 subs. I'm down to 200 again. But you gotta keep with it. Just keep doing it. Do your own thing. And the subs will come. The subs will come. You just have to keep up with it. You have to do more than like a video a week. But yeah, just find your own thing. Find your own groove. Chewy Dude 111. But yeah, I'm all up for, you know, having a conversation in my comment section. You know, I do read them, I do reply, and I'm okay with you guys flipping me some shit as long as you guys are okay with me flipping you a little shit back. It's all good. It's all good. Thanks, Chewy Dude. Yeah, you made me feel nice. All right, let's... Oh, I got somehow the wrong piece of paper came floating in here. Where the fuck did it go? Here it is. All right, the Square-Enix press conference. You guys want to know what happened? You guys want to know what happened? Not that bad. Not that bad, though. Not that bad. Something's kind of bugging me. I don't know if I should... Fuck it. I'll call it out. We're already talking about other YouTubers. We talked about ultra cool Chewy Dude. Let's talk about the stupid motherfucking homosexual. He's really not gonna like that I said that, but I said it. Spawn Wave. Since I'm calling someone out, I better fucking tag him. So, you know, I'm not doing like a stupid fucking hit and run, but I just wanted to say, okay, I take back the whole gay thing. I'm just flipping shit. I'm just flipping shit. I don't mean anything by it. I'm just here by myself, late at night, in my living room. I'm full. I'm a little happy. My bipolar's kind of kicking in. All the other times, it's my depression. Either or. I don't know. I'm just kidding. Maybe not. I don't know. Spawnwave just put out a video. Square Enix just stole E3. No, they didn't. It was a good show. It was. I didn't even click his video. He's got a 15-minute video. He's doing what I'm doing, except he's making these short, compressed videos, which is cool. He's beating feet. I just disagree with his garbage fucking opinions all the fucking time. Like, all the fucking time. His Xbox video says what? Xbox E3 2019 conference redefined boring. Oh, wait, no, that was Review Tech Fat Motherfucker USA. My bad. My bad. What did he say? Oh, yeah, he didn't say anything. Well, he probably did, but I would imagine he didn't say anything very nice. He doesn't like Xbox. And he has to let you know all the time. But he did the Square Enix one, and he's claiming they just stole 2019. I don't think so, dude. I don't think so. Microsoft showed 60 games. I don't fucking... Square Enix showed off 5. How many did they show off? They showed off more than 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 games. 19 games. So straight up a third. Not all these are games either. A lot of them are like highlight reels and shit like that and announcements. But yeah, you're fucking high, dude. Can I say that? Can I just say, just for the record, Spawn, you're fucking high. You're fucking high. They stole the show. I liked the Square-Enix show. I really did. I thought it was quite good. I was expecting... Last year's was the worst. Like, they were straight up the worst fucking show last year. Even worse than Ubisoft and EA and just the fucking worst. They were pretty good. Second place so far. Nintendo hasn't shown their cards yet. But, yeah. They did not do better than Microsoft. They did not steal the show. They showed a handful of games, and they were all straight up Japanese ports, first time in the West, or remakes. Like literally a remake or a port. Remake or a port. Get the fuck out of here with your fucking Japanese dick sucking bullshit. I'm just flipping them shit. I'm just flipping shit. Fuck, now I gotta cut that out. Gotta cut all this out. I don't want to tag him, though. I'm not going to tag him in a fucking hashtag. I'm just going to fucking put his shit in the... down in the... I'll tag him, but I'm not going to hashtag him. You're not going to see hashtag SpawnWave in the fucking hashtags. I'm just going to put him in a tag. I don't want to, but I guess I'm just learning this. You don't do a video and make a commentary on someone else on YouTube unless you got the balls to put them in the tag. It's just an unspoken rule. I'm new to this. I don't know. But apparently that's a thing you do. So I will do that. And I guess if I don't want the negative attention, then I just shouldn't say that shit and shut my big fat mouth. But had to be said. Had to be said. SpawnWave, I like you. Congratulations on the baby. I'm just flipping some shit here, but you're fucking high. You're fucking high. Square Enix came out. Well, I'll just talk about the fucking shit that I'll just go down the list. They came out hot. Talked about Final Fantasy VII remake, Life is Strange 2. Fucking, I guess that game already came out. They only have 2 I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know what's going on with that. I will play it when all the fucking episodes are out. But, you know, whatever. Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, the remastered edition. Saying remastered edition is a little redundant. It should just be remastered. But I forgot that thing was come out, the missing Final Fantasy game in the newer ports and collections we're getting. We're getting it all on the Switch. We're getting it on Xbox. That's pretty fucking cool. This one, though, I don't know if this one... I think this one's only coming to Switch. I'm not sure. But all I know is I have it for the fucking GameCube. I hated it. Fucking hated it. It really should have waited another generation when when online play was more of a thing. It shouldn't have came out on the Cube. It should have came out in the Wii or PlayStation 3 era. If they just put this one in the cooker a little bit, cleaned it up a little bit more, came out with Crystal Chronicles for the PlayStation 3, it would have been so big. So big. Octopath Traveler coming to Steam. Yay. The Last Remnant Remastered. They're remastering that one? Was that the Xbox Square game that everybody pretended to hate because it wasn't coming to the PS3? I don't know. You're going to have to tell me. Did you guys play the Last Remnant? I am not excited at all for that game. And then dun da 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 da. We got Dragon Quest Builders 2. We got a pretty good highlight reel. I pre-ordered that game. I pre-ordered the shit out of that. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna play it day one. Very excited for that. Dragon Quest Builders is one of my favorite franchises, and we didn't get a new Dragon Quest announcement. I was hoping for a tease. Dragon Quest 12. Was hoping for it, but I guess that ain't coming until way later. I'm okay with that, but that's okay. Still fucking stoked for Dragon Quest Builders 2. I love the first one. And then, of course, dun da 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 da, Dragon Quest 11 S Definitive Edition. This is Dragon Quest 11, the Definitive Edition, but also the S mode. the S version, the slim, if you will, version coming to the Nintendo Switch. So it's kind of 2-in-1. They kind of slimmed it down. They kind of did like a Final Fantasy 15 Pocket Edition type of a deal. They're doing that with this. Not as intense though. They're putting a lot more effort into it. They're kind of making it. They're advertising it as a new way to play instead of just saying, hey, we can't run this fucking game on the Switch. We're going to have to redo some shit. I am not going to get this. I got it on the PS4. I would like to have had it for the Xbox One. Great fucking game, but yeah, that's coming. Then they showed an indie lineup, and then I guess they have a Square-Enix music app. You can just download Final Fantasy music. I don't know. Kingdom Hearts 3, we're getting some DLC on that game. Yay. Who played Kingdom Hearts 3? I have no fucking interest in that shit at all. I played the first one. I thought it was an okay action game. It's not an RPG. It's just a flailing action game. I don't care about Disney. If I want to play a Final Fantasy game, I'll play Final Fantasy. I just didn't... It's not a bad game. I just didn't really care for it all that much. Never played 2. And I have no interest in playing 3, but, you know, did you play 3? Let me know. I know some of my followers did. Some people I talk with, they say they have an interest in that. I don't know, let me know. Final Fantasy 14 Online, that's getting a expansion. Yeah, all this is like, all these games are remakes, ports, and expansions. Final Fantasy 7 Remake. I know a lot of people are excited for that, but it's still just a fucking remake. Life is Strange 2, the episodic game, it's not even all the way out yet, and they're it's technically already released. The final episodes aren't out, and they're showing it at their E3. Crystal Chronicles, it's a remaster. Octopath Traveler, it's already fucking out. Dragon Quest Builders 2, love that franchise to death, but let's be honest, it's already out in fucking Japan. Port, like, all so far, literally everything, remaster, game's already released, remaster, game already came out, remaster, porting from Japan, like, over, and fucking High Wave fucking thought they stole the show. Really? I had fun, though. I did have fun. They did show some new stuff. Yeah, like I said, then they showed an indie lineup, Square-Enix music, Kingdom Hearts 3, Final Fantasy 14, good Christ. If I played Final Fantasy 14, I would want to play it as a single-player game. That's what I did with World of Warcraft, pretty much. I was just into the lore, and into the characters, and into the story. I was doing all the quest lines. I was just into that universe, and I loved it so much. I played it like it was, you know, a single-player game. When I had to do some of the raids and shit like that, well, not raids, but the dungeons, I got some people together, and we did that, and I just had a blast doing that. If I was going to play this, I would play it like that. But if I was going to play this Final Fantasy game as a single-player game, I would just play a Final Fantasy single-player game. So I have no fucking desire to play that shit. They showed a little bit of Dying Light too. I didn't know they were publishing that. I don't think they are. I think they're only publishing it like in Europe or something like that. Some sort of crazy thing. They're like publishing it in Europe and then Deep Silver's publishing it here, or it's the other way around. I don't remember. And then, you know, Romancing Saga 3, and then Saga, Scarlet, Grace, Ambitions, which I think is the Romancing Saga 4. Those only previously released in Japan, and they're porting them over here to the West. So 2 more ports, yay. Not trying to shit on it or anything like that, but again, ports. Like I said, port after port after port. Final Fantasy Brave Exvideus. I don't know what the fuck that is. I think it's a mobile game. That's coming to the West. Yay, thank you. You're going to sell us some fucking microtransactions and shit. Thank you very much. I'm so glad I tuned into this E3. I know I'm talking a lot of shit, but it was enjoyable. I do like these games. I do like Final Fantasy. I do like Dragon Quest, and at least they're porting over things that are wanted. People want them. People like them. And then we got Outriders, which is from People Can Fly. Didn't really explain what it was. They just showed some imagery, and they just did one of those like behind the scenes documentary style things where they have like the computer screen in the background with porn. I'm just kidding. Like if I did one of those, I'll be like kind of at my side pretending like I'm talking to someone while the camera tries to focus on me. I'll be all super serious and shit. Well, here over at fucking Buttfuck Games, we like to, and then in the background there'll be some porn on the computer. It'd be a shit show. If that was me, but it was one of those, and they didn't really explain what the game was. But Outriders, we're getting a new game called Outriders, and then we're getting Oninaki, Oninaki. Looks like fucking garbage. I can't tell what it's on. I didn't catch that. It looked like a Switch-only game. It looked like a 3DS game being fucking ported over to the Switch. It looked like fucking garbage. We're getting incredible games like Dragon Quest XII and Tales of Arise that I wouldn't even classify those as cel-shaded games anymore. They're just these beautiful works of art on these new engines, and it just looks beautiful. And then we get this fucking garbage. It looks fucking stupid. But no, they stole E3. Now, and then, the last piece of the pie, we're getting Final Fantasy VIII. We're getting that ported, and it's going to all the systems and PC and shit, just like they did with 7 and 9. We're getting 8. We're getting 8. 8 is my personal favorite of the generation. For the NES, I guess I would say I like 1 the best. For the Super NES, I liked Final Fantasy VI. That's probably my favorite Final Fantasy game, although it's been a very, very, very long time since I played it. Might change my mind. On the PlayStation 2, of course, Final Fantasy XII is my jam. I love that fucking game. But my 3 favorite games are 6, 12, and then for the PS1 era, Final Fantasy VIII. While everybody was making fun of it because it was too realistic or some shit, I fucking loved it. I loved the spells casting system where you draw from the enemies and then you equip the spells in your stat slots. I thought that was brilliant. It made farming fun. You just sit there and you just farm from the same weak-ass enemy until you maxed it out. Until you had 999. It was so fun, and I really liked the premise of the whole thing. Like, it was this weird college where they recruit kids and they teach them the ways of war. I don't know. I really liked it. It's my favorite PS1 era Final Fantasy game. It blows away 7 and it blows away 9. Even though 9 was pretty good. 8's my favorite, and we're finally getting it, and I'm excited for that. But it's still a port, Spawn. It's still a port. And then finally, the only new thing they actually showed is they showed that Avengers finally. They finally showed Avengers, and it is good. It's good. It's pretty good. It could be better. They went all in with voice actors from Troy Baker and the fucking dude that does Nathan Drake. And then they had Laura Bailey. Laura Bailey? What did she do? She was either in a... I'm going to look that shit up. That has been bugging me ever since I saw that. She was in a controversy, or she is the voice... Oh, that's who it is. She is in... She does a lot of voice work, but most notably she is Trunks. She's Trunks from Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball Young Trunks. Dragon Ball Super. and Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, that's who that is. I was like, where do I know that name? I think she was also credited in, the fuck was it called? Not Nier Automata, but the first one. I guess the Nier series is like a Dragon Guard spin-off or something like that. Anyway, Avengers. It's really fucking hot today. Really fucking hot. Hair all greasy and shit. Sweating. Windows open. I'm all shouting and shit. Shouting and fucking shit with my window open and shit so everyone could fucking complain about me. I'm kidding. I'm a good neighbor. I'm a good neighbor. I don't fucking do this all... well, maybe I do. I don't know. But, yeah, Avengers looked good. The production value was there. The voice acting was there. They showed, like, an intense moment where, like, Tony Stark and Bruce Banner were, like, arguing. We failed! Showed some action. They showed just enough. And it looked good. You're going to play... you could pick 5 people. I like how they didn't have, like, all, like, 13 fucking Avengers there. That they just have the Hulk, Thor, Black Widow, Iron Man, and... did I say Hulk? I don't know. They had 5 of them there. And, yeah, you could swap between them, I guess. I'm thinking, like, you could pick who you want to be when, like, the mission starts. And then while you're fucking shit up as one character, the other characters are kind of doing their thing, too. It's going to be very cinematic. There's going to be, like, a system in place where, like, Iron Man could zip back and forth and look like he's shooting enemies and shit, but really he's not really taking away any of the enemy numbers, because if they did all that, then you know, there won't be an actual game for you to play. But I'm thinking that it's full-on cinematic like that, and they said it's gonna be online co-op, so, like, you could play, and it looks like they're going all in with the budget with this thing, and it looks good. Doesn't look like the best thing in the world, but it looks good. It looks about what I expected. It looks about what I thought it was going to be. I mean, I had my doubts. I thought maybe... because every time they're like, oh, we're going to go big budget and everything, it ends up looking like shit anyway. But they did good. I don't really have any negative thing to say about that. And that was their conference. I could talk for days about all this shit and complain, but I'm not gonna. Avengers look cool. Final Fantasy VIII. I'm all about the Final Fantasy VIII. Disappointed there's no Dragon Quest XII announcement. And let's go back to that Final Fantasy VII remake. We got a release date. It's coming out March 3rd, 2020. So I kind of expected this to, like, come out like another year after this. Like, we waited so long. We're in that area where, like, I don't care when they announce it. It already feels like it's too far away anyway. I kind of don't care about it, but it did look good. It did look good. It really did. They showed off a lot about it, actually. A lot of cinematic stuff. They showed off actual gameplay of a boss battle. It looks good. Apparently, it's going to be a 2-disc Blu-ray disc, like Red Dead Redemption 2. The second game to do that this gen. It's going to be that big. I don't know what that means. I heard they're still wanting to do the episodic thing. Looks like they're going to split the game up into 2 parts. They're going to have, like, fucking the Shinra City and then the rest of the world in part 2. Not really sure how they're going to do that. I'm sure it'll be fine. The game did look really good, but yeah, I'm excited for this remake. It's not like going to be #1 in my most anticipated games list or anything, but I'm sure it will rear its ugly motherfucking head. That said, we still got a little bit of ways left. We got one more show we're going to talk about tomorrow, and that's Nintendo at 9 o'clock. At this point, you might have already seen the Nintendo Direct. I'm going to try to get this uploaded before I go to sleep. And then, yeah, I'll be up and I'll be watching that thing, and I'll probably make a video on it sooner rather than later. In addition to that, I'm redoing my most anticipated game list. I already did one pre-E3, talked about the upcoming games that aren't out yet that I'm most excited for and why. I like to do kind of like a sloppy list beforehand, Because that's like a list of games that were announced years ago, we've just been waiting for, and my hype level's all down, and I could muster up a good list of games, but it's not really what you want. Post E3, so much new shit they're coming out with, so many new faces, so many extra trailers and information on games that I was already excited for. That list, well, it's 60 strong about right now, and I'm pretty sure it'll be over 70 by the time I'm done with tomorrow after Nintendo. So I'm going to have a huge fucking list I'm going to have to chop some fucking games out of. And I'm going to do a post-E3 most anticipated games list. I'm going to do that one right, though. It should be fun. And yeah, so I'll see you guys tomorrow. That's about it. That's about all I have to say. Thanks for listening to me, bitch. If you like my shit, like my fucking shit. And what I mean by that is hit the fucking like button. I get like 4 fucking likes a video. You ain't hitting the like button. Who's hitting the dislike button? It better not be one of my subs. It better not be one of you motherfuckers. This is me. I've always been like this. What did I say that you didn't fucking like? You gotta tell me. You gotta fucking tell me. You gotta tell me what you didn't fucking like. Otherwise, I don't know. Otherwise, I think you're just one of those drive-by assholes who just hits the dislike button for no reason. Maybe I saw like a flashy thumbnail and you're like, oh, let's see what this guy, and you click on it and it's my stupid ass face. You're like, oh, it's a Joker. I thought it was a real fucking YouTube video. No, it's me. You gotta tell me why you didn't like my video. But yeah, if you like my shit, drop me a like. But if you really like my shit though, give me a sub. Huh? Yeah? I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. And every little bit does help. It really does. And it also makes me feel good. Makes me feel really good. I do gaming-related news and current events on topics about whatever. And, you know, every once in a while I'll do something fun or obnoxious. Always both. That's about it, right? Yeah? Keep on gaming, everyone. Don't ever fucking stop.